What's up? My name is Quinn, and I am bringing you an introduction of what my channel is and what I hope it will eventually become. Like I said, my name is Quinn Anne. I am in my 30s, so I'm a little bit older. I am a non-binary bisexual. I identify as a demigirl. Use she, her, and they, them pronouns because that's what you do. And I have grown up in a very religious home. Now, I started my early life as a Christian, and really a non-denominational Christian, although I would say that a lot of my earlier schooling was Baptist-based. I actually went to a private Christian school on scholarship, off and on between that and homeschooling, which I was given a Christian homeschool curriculum. So, yeah, very much a not brainwashed, but brainwashed. Very much a very sheltered life. That is until a couple months before my 13th birthday, my father passed away. Now, it was very sudden. He died at 33 of a heart attack. So it threw my entire life and my mom's life and my sister's life into complete chaos. So as a way to kind of gain control, at least my assumption is a way to gain control, my mom somehow got connected to the Messianic movement, Messianic Judaism, and within a year we were following Messianic Judaism. Now, on the base, it doesn't sound too terrible. It just sounds like a weird belief, But it is actually far more dangerous, I think, than most people give it credit for. It's very much still kind of under the radar. It is growing from from what I am seeing. I keep seeing the term Messianic Jew or Messianic Judaism popping up in Facebook groups that really have no ties to religion, or they're not, or they're pagan, or they're, like I said, nothing to do with religion. In case I didn't mention it, yes, I am a pagan, but I'll get to that later. And because it's not a largely known religion, there's not a whole lot of counter information on it. The only exception is actual Jewish people. A lot of them do, and rightfully so, they do not like the Messianic movement. And there's numerous reasons, and one of them is because they feel that Messianic Judaism is just another term for Jews for Jesus, which is a Christian group that tries to convert Jews to Christianity. And I can't blame them, because it's essentially what it is. Oops, my light went away. So that's essentially what it is, among other things. So I want to touch on that. I really, really hope that this channel will be a way to bring some more information in, bring up some of the, I don't want to say secrets, but secrets of Messianic Judaism, and how it's harmful, and how it is actually probably a cult. If it's not a complete cult, it is, I call it quasi cult, because it has a lot of cult characteristics. Like if you look at the bite model, and I'm actually doing a bunch of research and stuff and seeing how it fits within the bite model, but if you look at the bite model, which is a model used to see if certain groups fall into a cult category. So it's behavioral. Oh, Jesus, I should have had this prepared. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta go pull up my Google Docs here. It's like behavioral, internal, I can't remember what the exact acronym for it is, but it's like behavior modification, okay, here it is. So Messianic Judaism, in my opinion, does fall into a cult. and that I don't want to say proof, my basis is on the bite model. So bite model is a measure of, or actually it's a list of things that are common in cults. So it's a way to differentiate a religion versus a cult. So the bite model stands for behavior control, information control, thought control, and emotional control. And, there's sub examples under each. So I do want to talk about how Messianic Judaism fits into the bite model. And I want to just touch on everything. I was in this cult for about 10 years. I was in it during my abusive relationship, and that actually had a lot of negative impacts during that whole thing. And actually I was in it when I met the man that I have married. And he has watched me go from that to essentially an atheistic pagan. And I know that doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it does, trust me. And I will, I'm sure, explain that in a future video. But he has watched me transform into this Messianic Judaism follower, which by and large means alt-right, anti-science kind of person, into this super liberal, pagan, queer person. And it's great. So, because there's not a whole lot of negative information on Messianic Judaism, I want to be able to bring that to light, especially in the atheist community. I know there's a lot of atheist YouTubers that talk about, like, cults or very hardcore religions, and I know a YouTuber named a YouTuber that goes by the name Telltale talked about Messianic Judaism very briefly in a video he did where it was like 3 interesting cults or something to that effect. And honestly, some of the information he actually got wrong or very misinformed or misinterpreted. But there wasn't a whole lot of information on it. And I don't think unless you've been in the cult itself that there is really a lot of information on their beliefs out there. So I want to be able to bring that to the atheistic community, both on YouTube and elsewhere, and hope to just kind of shed light on this Messianic movement, and in addition also shed light on some stuff that's not necessarily associated with the Messianic movement, just things that I've been through, and that not that I'm an expert on it, but how I've gone through stuff, abuse, mental illness, the parent thing, the DNA surprise, losing a parent as a child, and all that stuff, homeschooling, that kind of stuff. So that is my goals for this channel. I don't know how quickly I'm going to get everything upgraded. I do hope to have at least a nice webcam here in the next week, complete with microphone. I'm going to have a cool little mic. So we'll see how that all works. However, I do work full-time, and I go to school part-time. I am actually getting my degree as a veterinary technician. So not only do I work 40 plus hours a week, I usually take about 6 credit hours a semester. So a lot going on, but I do feel that this is a very, very important topic to bring into the community. And even if I can just talk one person out of this belief or stop somebody from going into this movement, then, it's all worth it to me. So that is all about me and my ideas for this channel. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, you can email me at paganquinn, that's Quinn with 2 N's, Anne with an E, at gmail.com. And that link will be in the description down below. So thank you for letting me rant and rave and talk your ear off. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.